Alright guys, I know it's been a long time since I updated, but nothing really spectacular or nothing new has happened, and I don't really feel like uploading videos of someone knocking on my door every night, but I felt like I should make a video because I'm somehow still gaining viewers and maybe someone can help me. So what I did was I wrote down a list of things in the order that they happened to try to explain it in as coherent a manner as possible. I have the notebook, which I will show after, but for right now I have sort of abridged notes of everything. It's important to note, by the way, that this started a few weeks, if not more, than when I first started recording. As in, someone was knocking up on my door at and around 3 in the morning for like a good few weeks, up to the point that I started recording. I tried to get the police to look into it, but they couldn't find anything. So I kind of reached out to the internet with admittedly mixed results, and that's what I'm still doing by making this video, actually. Now, it started with someone knocking at my door, and then there's no one at the door. Up until video, I think, 3, I was perfectly willing and happy to just put it down to a really good and elaborate prank. But the video where I had the 2 cameras, one on either side of the door, yeah, that sort of proved that whatever's going on isn't a prank, and if it is, it's not one I've ever seen before. Now, after that, I woke up one night, front door of my house wide open, all the lights outside of my room off. After that, I tried to confront it, and I took the camera, I go through the front door, and I don't know if I woke up or if I, excuse me for saying this, if I teleported, but either way, I was at my front door and then I was up in the bathroom. And I'm hoping that it was just missing time, maybe a blackout or something, but that doesn't explain the footage, because I would be missing like hours of footage. And plus, I go through the front door, I wind up in my bathroom. I go out, and the tripod, which the camera was set on before, in fact I had to take it off the tripod to go through the door, plus the knife, were both missing. It's not very clear to see, but before I go through the front door, I set my knife down so I could take the camera off the tripod, and the knife and the tripod in the sheath were all missing. They did show up later, and after they showed up, everything turned back to normal. While things were still weird, wonky, a lot of odd stuff happened. The first and main thing being the weather and the time changed, but there was one time where I found prints. I go to follow them and they just stop. Like, just stopped at a fence. Like, I couldn't see any other prints over the fence. I couldn't see them, like, where they had turned back around. So I have no explanation for that. The phones didn't work. The internet didn't work. The television didn't work, and the radio didn't work. You saw the radio in the video, the set of clips that I uploaded, where I was trying to get the radio to work and it wouldn't. Still don't know why. It works now. There was one time where I went outside and there was really creepy fog, and there were lights off in the distance. Now I know what the lights are from, but I don't know why they were on. There was a time where it was raining, and the camera did not get wet at all, so I don't know what that glitching was about. There was a huge freaky moth, which wasn't really, I don't think it was relevant to anything. It might have been, for all I know. That's why I wrote it down. I don't know what's relevant and what isn't. And there was a banging on the ceiling, which I literally woke up to. That was pleasant. Oh, and the symbol. This thing. At least, it could be a symbol. I don't know what it's supposed to be. All I know is that I go and I look at it, and that's the last thing that I see before everything turned back to normal the next day. Now, this is a knife here that had disappeared and ended up, or was found later. Nothing special, really. This is my longer, coherent list, or timeline, I should say, of things that happened. I don't really have any answers for what's going on here. And this is where it gets even crazier. Or at least, this is where I look crazier. Someone, whenever I first went for help, suggested it could be gnomes. That's the only reason I wrote that down. There was something about some gnomes that hang out in mines, or some superstition. I don't remember exactly. These ones are the ones that I've relatively ruled out, except for this one. I could just be absolutely crazy. I'm out of answers, honestly. And I don't know what it is. I have no way of figuring out what it is, except what I thought I might do is I thought I might leave a message on the front of my door. Maybe film to see if anything happens after I leave the message, and go check back in the morning. I don't really have a better idea. I don't really know what to say, hey, come in. Oh, that's another thing about one of these things. See, I had to suspend my disbelief just to make this list. I had to hope I'm not going crazy. And here's the thing about this. Vampires, they need to be invited in. Maybe it could have viewed my confrontation, or attempted confrontation, or even opening the door as an invitation. I don't know how that stuff works. But the thing is, I don't think it's powerful enough to cause everything that's happened. And the thing about demons is 3 a.m. as far as I know, and I looked this up just to make sure, is a witching hour. I don't know what they can do. I don't know if I'm crazy for even thinking it could be a demon. But if I'm crazy for assuming it could be a demon, then where does this put me? Because Bastet, the cat goddess, right? There's a cat there. I don't own a cat. I've never owned a cat. Well, I probably have, but it makes sense, I guess. It's the only thing that could feasibly be powerful enough to cause all this stuff. And I wrote aliens because, assuming I didn't teleport, let's say there's missing time. That's one of the most common themes in abductions. It could also explain the missing footage. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, but it's like I was saying before. I'm going to try to leave it a message. I wanted some advice if anyone is still watching this, and I assume that there's at least a couple viewers out there because I'm still gaining subscribers, albeit slowly. So if you have advice for that, then let me know. Let me know what I should say. Let me know if you have a better idea. Just, I don't know, I'll try to keep you updated. I'll let you know if anything happens. But for now, this is all I got. It's not much. Oh, and this here, I have Skype. Who's that at my door? Same for Gmail. Send me a message on either if you want to talk. If you think you can help, even if you don't think you can help, if you just want to chat. I guess I'm just gonna go now.